What's up, Roach class? Today we're going to be going over how to hook up real guitar amps to a PC and record them without a microphone. On the Dime amp, I actually plugged a guitar cable from the line out into my interface of the Scarlett 2i2. Just like before with recording the guitars and PC video, we had to actually change the clip on the Scarlett. So you want to turn it up to red, turn it back down once it's in the green, then we're pretty much good to go ahead and open up Reaper. Now with the Dime amp, I actually didn't run the cabinet at all. I actually just unplugged it. With having the cabinet plugged in, trying to listen to everything through your studio monitors, the cabinet's just too loud and overbearing to hear anything else that you have on there. Once you load up Reaper, I can show you how I got the amp to work with the computer. So basically I did a new track input, and then I put the Ignite NAD IR, the STL Tones Impulse Response Loader, and then I found some Pantera Impulse Responses. What impulse responses are is they're actually sound waves that are recorded from real guitar amp cabinets. So every cabinet would be different. I was originally going to look up something for some Randall cabs, but this right here sounded much better. So I loaded 2 cabinets. You don't have to do 2. You could do a single cabinet. The ones that I liked the best was the Pantera Walk. And you can see on the first side here, I left the gain alone, and I changed the room to 5%. And then on the second cabinet, I've got the volume turned down quite a bit. So it's just adding a little bit more to it. It's really low with the highs. You can see here that I did go ahead and use an EQ. And then for my whammy bar stuff, I did the double or full reset. This is something where it just kind of gives a wider sound to when you're doing the solos. So on a single track here, this will just make it sound a lot more room filled. On my regular guitars, I ran the NAD IR with the same way. I ran the Parametric EQ, pretty much the palm mute killer, and then I did run a little bit of EQ here. Now a little bit more into how to get the NAD IR to work. It's basically once you have this installed and you've downloaded your IRs, you would just navigate to where you have them, just double click it and open it. Once you have them open, you can get these set up the way that you want. As long as you have everything set with the interface for the clip, the audio is going to be fine. I didn't have any issues of it sounding super muddy or super high or anything like that. And just like before with the other tracks, I did an input on the full pan to the left and the full pan to the right. And I didn't do a third track, just the other track here for track 3 is where I did the whammy bars. And I mean, it's pretty simple to set up. And to me, I think it sounds awesome. I can go ahead and do like a little demo sound here. That sounds good. One other thing I would probably add is when you're setting the amp up into the computer, you might want to adjust your volume. Usually I have the amp cranked the way that I would play it by itself, but if you notice that it sounds too loud or too quiet, you can adjust the volume slightly to kind of get it to set in. That's pretty much it. If you have any questions of anything I might not have went over, or just questions about how to use the impulse response loader or just impulse responses in general, just direct message me or leave a comment in this video. My next video, I'll be doing a couple demos, with some guitars and some of my amps. And then hopefully this weekend I can finish working on one of my songs. But I appreciate it. Just if you guys could give me a like and just drop a message in the comments.